Hey everybody, it's Matt from Western New York Food Carts and Heisenberg Hot Dogs. It is week 5, and in the history books, this will be known as the week where I just couldn't catch a break. So, what happened? Well, let's take a look. All right, so the week started out well enough. My new goal here, I threw a monkey wrench in last week. I wanted to install the interior FRP panels on the walls before the ceiling went in. I thought that'd be a lot easier to measure everything out. But first I needed to cover the insulation. So 1/4-inch birch plywood, lots of wood glue, screws, everything's covered, we're good to go. I basically got the 2 long walls done. That would be my serving wall and my door wall. That'd be the wheel sides, I guess, for lack of a better description. That all got done pretty quick. I then moved on to the grill wall where I installed cement board basically behind where the ovens are going to be, as well as the grills. This is something I did in my cart too. Don't really know if it's necessary, but quite honestly, why not? It's a little bit of extra weight, a little bit of extra cost, but I like the added protection knowing that there's something fireproof basically behind the stuff that has a lot of fire involved. So I added that, glued it, screwed it. Basically good to go. You can also see in this picture too, I have the stainless steel installed on my sidewalls. That's only glued in place. I didn't want to have any screws exposed. Mostly just if I'm going to be wiping it down with degreaser or whatnot, I didn't want anything to be catching on a rag. So everything got glued in place. Of this, I also got the another coat of the waterproofing mix on, and I sprayed undercoating. It's a rubberized undercoating on the plywood under the trailer. So that all got done. And then progress all came to a halt. Did I mention before that my space isn't heated? And I'm working in Buffalo in the middle of the winter. So even though it's been very mild so far, we've had a lot of days in the 30s and 40s, there was blizzard warnings. It didn't come to pass. We only got a little bit of snow, but very high winds, a lot of very cold wind chills, and it basically just shut me down for a few days. So you can see in these pictures here, that's actually snow blowing in from around the doors. And it didn't melt for like 4 days. So it was chilly in here. Unfortunately, I had already started gluing up the stainless that I showed you before, as well as the FRP, and that was supposed to be above 40 degrees to set up, and it definitely wasn't above 40 degrees. So had some issues there. I'm gonna have to redo some of that, basically is what it comes down to. So for the 4 days that I was shut down, I ran to the store. I got some plywood. I did a plywood inventory. It turns out I underbought on a few things, so I picked up some of that. And did a little bit of cleaning. Basically sat around twiddling my thumbs being bored, which, wasn't a whole heck of a lot of fun. Anyways, that's all I got for the pictures. So what you gonna do, right? You just kind of keep plugging along. We had a good run. We slipped a little bit behind here and there in the first couple of weeks, but this week just really blew it all out of the water due to losing 4 days, I guess, and I'm going to have to redo another couple of days. Literally, as far as our time frame goes, it took a hit. I'm guessing I'm a full 2 weeks behind. If you can remember, when I started, I said I thought I could do it in 6 weeks, but I built in an extra 2-week buffer just in case. I'm now at that 2-week buffer window. So with any luck, we got 3 weeks left to go, but basically everything just has to go right, for that to happen. So fingers crossed. On the budget, I didn't check it specifically, but I want to say after purchasing the plywood this week, I'm probably right around $5,000 so far. The goal, if you can remember from the beginning, was $8,000, and I shouldn't have a whole lot of expenditure up until basically it comes home and I start having to purchase the ovens and all that kind of stuff. So we're doing okay there. On the screw up front, nothing that could be avoided. Basically, I had glued the FRP in, hoping that it would be warm enough to set up before the blizzard stuff came in, and it wasn't. So what are you going to do there? I'm going to have to redo it, and but what are you going to do about the weather? So last but not least, we're looking ahead to next week. Obviously, we have to redo the stainless and the FRP, get it all glued down. I need to add plywood to the hitch wall, get that FRP'd, and then basically finish up all the inside walls. Then we'll move on to the ceiling. That consists of 1/2-inch plywood with 2x4s on top for support, and then that will get the FRP or the stainless glued and hopefully all put in place. And then we're relatively enclosed, so we can start moving along, getting all the trailer wiring done for the trailer lights and whatnot, and get this thing buckled up and wrap it up. Again, 3 weeks is the goal, so hopefully we'll get it done. Sorry it's not more exciting this week, guys. That's that's all I got, thanks to the blizzard warning and the wonderful wind chills. Thanks as always for watching. I love hearing that you guys are interested, even on these boring weeks. Hopefully I'll have something a little more interesting next week. And as always, if you have any comments, you have any concerns, you have any suggestions, put them in the comments, let me know. I'm doing this for the first time, so anything I can do to do it better, I'm all in. Thanks so much. Have a great one. We'll catch you soon.